Alright, no cap, I'm on my break right now, and I've been thinking about making this since I walked into work. I'm like, damn, like, you feel me? Today is such a good fucking day, and I feel so good. I really want to express that, you feel me, and talk to myself, and finally I'm here, on God. If you see anything on my face, I wear band-aids over my piercings because I work at a hospital, and I wear a mask, so you feel me, all day I'm literally just straight face. I don't talk to nobody. I probably talk to like 2 of my little teammates, you feel me, maybe a little person over here and there if they say what's up, but on God, I'm straight face the whole time. I don't get to speak, so woo! I finally get to just talk to myself. Hell yeah. But yo, like, one thing I've known my whole life, but I finally have like really realized it, like, just a quick little off sidetrack, but it kind of builds up to it. When I would post videos talking on my TikTok, right? 2024, I remember on TikTok, like, mad videos was popping up of like aliens, like UFOs, crazy shit in the sky, and it was crazy. It was like, it was so real. It was like, damn, like, all this shit popping off, like, damn, like, niggas is dead outside with their phone, like, yo, oh shit. And I'm like, word, okay, word. I go outside and I don't see nothing, but it's neither here nor there. I'm just like, damn, like, you feel me? I wish I could see some shit like that. But it really was making me realize, like, the internet and stuff like that is very lucky. Like, I made a video talking about the internet, how I feel like the internet isn't as real as we think, you know? I feel like the internet is, let's say the internet is a radio station, but just compiled of just like everybody's music, you know? Like, everybody, like, there's 5 stations playing at once, you know what I mean? You can go over to Instagram or this station, but then when you scroll, it's just mad stuff, you feel me? So it's just a compilation of just a bunch of things that humans do or say or whatever the case may be. And it made me like just think, like, when someone takes a video and posts it or records themselves or does whatever, like, they are showing us a snapshot of their life. Like, they are literally, like, my videos are my brain unraveling and my thought processes on camera, you know what I mean? Like, in that moment. Like, today's the 13th of March, so right now on the 13th of March, Taj is doing XYZ, you feel me? And I feel like the phone and other, you know, technology and stuff we have are, like, honestly kind of like very cool, like almost on some alien shit. Like, we are literally able to capture a moment in time right when it happens, and then you can just send it somewhere, or you can keep it for however long you want. And I made a video on TikTok talking about how I believe the internet is just that. Like, the internet isn't real in the sense of it's like your life, you know? Like, it's more of the sense of, like, that's how you see other people. Like, if I go on my homeboy page and click through his shit, like, this is him, like, this is his stuff, like his videos, his pictures, whatever the case may be. And it goes to show, like, how he sees things, you know? Maybe his pictures are a little different than mine, or this girl over here has different videos than another girl over here, or they have artwork, you know what I mean? And I talked about that for a while, and I felt crazy doing it, but it's funny, like, now knowing who I am now, like, that shit is nothing. But yeah, I don't believe the internet is real in that type of way, but I know it's like you can see into somebody's eyes, basically. Like, how my shit is literally named behind our eyes. Like, the internet shows you exactly what is behind someone's eyes. Like, my videos, I feel like you can literally see my, like, you can see my brain. That's why I tell people to watch my shit, because you can literally, like, if you want to know something about me, just watch like 2 videos and you're like, okay, like, you feel me? It makes sense. And yeah, that's what the internet is to me. The internet is just real life, like, snapshots into people's eyeballs, pretty much, right? And so with that being said, like, I feel like conversations, or I know for a fact conversations with people in real life aren't what I think they are. They're not, like, if I hit up my homeboy right now and I'm like, let's go to the gym at 2:30. We both pull up at 2:30 and we're both in front of each other at 2:30. Our consciousnesses might be different. No, not might be. They are very different, you feel me? Maybe he had a bad day at work and it was a long, dragging day, you know, and maybe I'm having a great day and I'm just hype and I'm just walking around, you feel me? I'm just chilling, talking. like our consciousnesses are going to meet at separate times, even though we're sitting right here in front of each other. And I've noticed a lot when I talk to people, they're not there, you know what I mean? Like, the whole point of my shit, like when I say I can see behind people's eyes, I'm realizing like this is what I mean, you know? Like I can see where people's consciousnesses are. Like I can tell, like, if you're daydreaming, if you're having a bad day, if you're thinking about something, if you're trying to work through something, if you tell me something but you really want to say something else, like I can easily see that, because I understand that when I talk to people, it's just our consciousness is meeting at a point, you know? And it's very hard and very rarely that you ever like meet somebody's consciousness. But I've realized with being aware and you know, making my decisions and the standards I hold myself up to, like I see things differently. Like, and experiencing death, like I can meet people's consciousnesses. Like I can make people aware just by talking to them and figuring out a few little things, you know? And it's not even on purpose, it's just when awareness meets awareness, you can't hide behind that, you know? Like people always tell me that they feel like I'm picking at their brain, but I've realized like it's more of me bringing that consciousness and awareness to you, to the forefront, you know what I mean? And like when you talk to people, and I think if people really comprehended it and understood the way that I do, like they're not there, you know? Like people aren't actually there with you. People are daydreaming. Like I said, have a bad day. If you're talking to somebody, or if you're in class, right, you're listening to your professor or your teacher just sit there and keep rambling and rambling, and you start daydreaming, you're no longer there. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's just a fact. Like it's just a fact, you're not there. So therefore you left in that moment, and then you came back, and then you started doing something. But when you left, you still were there. So let's bring it back to when I told me and my homeboy to go to the gym. Let's say we're both at the gym, I'm there with him, but maybe he left his consciousness back there and he's still daydreaming about a certain point, or maybe he doesn't want to think hard enough about something, so he puts his consciousness somewhere else. And I've noticed like a lot of people have their consciousnesses in other places, you know? They're not right in front of me talking to me, even though I'm right in front of them talking to them. And a lot of people know in my life, a lot of people that I actually care about know that the way I word that is like, I tell people like, let's stay on the phone, you know? Because it's kind of like a phone call. Like you can talk to somebody in real life, but they might not really be there, you know what I mean? Some people say like NPCs or whatever, but I feel like everybody is real, and they can be a non-NPC, if that's what you want to call it. They can be a playable character, but they have to pick up the phone, you know? And then what comes with picking up the phone, you have to stay on it. So I tell people like, let's stay on the phone, let's keep talking, like let's make sure our consciousnesses are like together, because as long as your consciousnesses are together, like you can't really get into all the mainstream arguments, all the insecurities, the things that we've been raised with and just are like kind of on autopilot with, not even like things we actually choose to do. So I've noticed like I'm very good at allowing people to come to me and like getting people on the phone. Like that's definitely my thing. Like I think I'm on the phone by myself all the time. That's why I just sit here and ramble and can do it so well. But especially meeting a lot of new people, like I can tell like, oh yeah, I'm alive, you know what I mean? Because when they talk to me, like they look so real and so happy, like I can literally see through them. I've been saying this for a while, but now that like I'm actually like accepting it and like even making these videos, like it makes even more sense. Like damn, like I could really go up to somebody right now. I could take the camera and be like, yo, what up? And they might not be there, you know? Like they might not be at the same part where I'm at, so it might just be different for them, you know what I mean? Like for if you like math class versus somebody that don't like math class might fly by, right? And then for your classmate, they might hate that shit, so it might go slow as hell. I feel like in that moment, that's where you can kind of get lost. Like if you go, say you enjoy math class and you enjoyed it, so now you're just zooming through your day, you know? You're not really like, not necessarily saying you have to slow down to meet people, but I feel like that plays a part into it too. Like you have to make sure you're aware that other people aren't, you know, on the same type of timing, or it could just ruin what you got going on. You might love math and you're just so hyper and you look around and everybody's upset, but you got to realize that they're not there with you. You could probably even put somebody on to the math class, you feel me? And this applies to anything. I already can tell when I talk to people about therapy or just like grief in general, or honestly my videos and their hobbies, like I bring awareness to people. It's honestly amazing, and I really do enjoy it. Like, I've watched people like tell me like, damn, when I talk to you, I have to think like, damn, when I talk to you, like, I have to actually like put some effort into what I say, and when I have to come correct. And it's like, I don't think it's any of those things. I think you just are conscious now. Like, you're starting to learn how to walk, you know? Like, it's not like everybody else. Like, you can't talk to me with what you've been raised on. You have to talk to me with what you've learned, you know what I mean? Like, you have to actually be on the phone with me and be able to hold a conversation. And I can definitely tell if you can. Like, I can tell if you just are going through something, if your consciousness is just like rerouting somewhere else, you know, if you just keep like like you look at me and you're talking to me, but then you go to somewhere else, like, you can easily tell that. I learned that a lot with my family. Like, it's very hard to stay on the phone with my family and like actually get to them, but when we do, it's so crazy and it's so real. I think that we're very good at it, and it's ironic that we can't even like really talk to each other that much. But like I said, when we do, we be looking at each other like, you feel me, like we've known each other our whole lives, because I already know how I get down. But yeah, like, remember that. And remember that that's how I live by. Like, when I talk to people, I promise you, I'm already knowing like, okay, you might not be here with me, you know? Like, you might be thinking about something else. And sometimes I might not even be there. Be like, okay, I'm not here right now. Let me calm down. Let me relax. And then I get put right back where I'm supposed to be. Now I am here. Now I am ready to look around and see if anybody else is with me. You know what I mean? I even have a whole zombie apocalypse analogy with that, but we gonna save that for a different day.